Hello, everybody, and welcome to the VAU Mic Check. This week, we're going to counterbalance a little bit of what happened last week. Last week was really fun, and it was really light and sort of demented a little bit with the characters that we were playing. Today is going to be a little bit more dramatic, tucking. I call myself a voice actor. I can't even speak. Touching on some very personal subjects here with this particular audition, but, very hopeful in the end anyways. So without any further ado, our first volunteer, why don't you go ahead and go on?
What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? How do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she's ever met? I'm going to start all over. I fumbled.
No worries. It happens.
All right.
Just from the top. Go for it.
All right. How do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
All right, opening it up. What did you all think?
I think on the or maybe, right there, it's like, or maybe, and you go into a smile. That'll make a difference on that last line.
I agree, and yes.
All right, anything else?
I think I need to raise my arms, get a little energy going towards the end there, right?
Yeah, you could also try taking off the headphones too, if you're wearing them.
I am wearing.
If not, then turning off the speakers. Just don't listen to yourself read back. The only point that I have is the beginning sounds a bit more desperate than I think would really fit. It definitely needs to be concern, but I don't think it needs to be desperation.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, I felt that too.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready, from the top.
All right. What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
All right. Opening it up. What did you think of that read?
Myself?
Well, anybody.
No.
No. It's better that you don't. Here's why. When you're behind the microphone, you're the actor. You're not the director. You're the actor. You're not the editor. You're the actor.
Yeah.
So
I see a lot of referencing in this, because once he gets to or maybe, he's seeing something. He's seeing something that kind of gives him the idea, oh, wait a minute, I have an idea. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's dawning on him that he doesn't have to tell her that she's trapped, because he's seeing somebody get into the car, apparently, that's what this script is underlying. So he's seeing a woman in a power suit getting into a car. You know what I'm saying? She's what a power suit. What is this, the 90s? You know what I mean, though. She's an executive, somebody who's really, made something of herself, and not just, allowed herself to get clobbered by the caste system that is society.
I think I was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So you're seeing that, and when you see that, it's, or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different. See, it puts a little oomph of confidence behind that.
I think I was a little too enthusiastic on the end too.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm this.
The emotions. I feel you're pushing out just a bit too far.
Yeah.
Like concern and then hopefulness is a lot more subtle than desperation and excitement.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling everything y'all said. I just got to rein it in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think you need so much vocal tension. I think you're using that a lot. How do I tell my daughter? It's that sort of subtle concern is not quite as present in the voice as you'd think. It's more of in the tone. How do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? You know, like you're having a real sit-down talk with yourself.
Okay, I'll try it one more time if I can.
Go for it.
I'm going to think to myself this time. Okay. All right. How do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills and her intelligence and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different. Was it the same?
Oh, no. The way you ended that was perfect.
Okay.
That wrap up right there was perfect. Almost gave me chills.
He also had a nice inner monologue at the start of that.
Yeah. That was, I think, the right character to be in and the right emotional tone specifically for this. And that was a fantastic read.
I could feel the thought instead of, it being, projected outward. It was more turned inward and in just perfect inner monologue.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking of when it came to this part, or when it came to this script.
Okay, so I took y'all's direction, and no, really, and so what I did, when I said I'm going to think to myself, that's exactly what I did just then, and you hit it on the nose. I wasn't trying to project out. I was actually sitting here at the mic, just kind of, with my finger to my mouth, going up.
Yeah, just
thinking to myself.
Yeah, that's perfect referencing right there. Yeah. Referencing means you are not the main focus of the script. Referencing means is that you're the background to what's happening in the foreground. You're highlighting what's going on. So that whole internal monologue idea is reinforcing the fact that you're this person who's looking through the camera at whoever the subject is. Like the camera is your eyes. The subject is your daughter. That was just perfect. That was exactly where you needed to be for that read. I don't have anything else to say other than that. That was a great, solid read.
Thank you.
And the crowd goes wild.
All two of us.
Let out that shout of joy that I did when everything started to work today.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I'm going to try this.
I would.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yes, Takia. Yes, go. Yes, do it.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her despite her education, despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, that she will automatically be judged as somehow less of every pickup, that she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she's ever met, pickup, ever meet, or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
Wow, no, that was really good too. You were in the right frame of mind for both halves, I guess you could say, of this script, even though the second half is more of the last sentence. But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was good.
She grabbed all that direction and ran with it.
Yeah.
I agree. That was good.
All right. Well, on to the next. No, that was fantastic. Again, I don't think I have anything I'd want to say, for you to change the read. I would say go ahead, you could submit that, and that would be good.
Thanks.
All right, Nathan. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
All right, what did y'all think?
I felt like it needed just a hair more enthusiasm. I mean, the read was good. I don't know what word I'm looking for here.
Well, what I noticed at the very beginning is you jumped directly from one question into another, and that sort of killed the mood of the first question. Because that's sort of your kickoff point into what's going on.
Okay.
That's like the tipping point for somebody. That frames the whole emotional range that you're going for. How do I tell my daughter? Let that sit for a little while, just a little bit longer. Let it have its moment in the limelight, and then move on to the next one. How do I begin to explain? This is your tipping point to bringing the audience into this emotional range.
Okay. Is it possible to pull us in too far? I was right there with you. I was right there with you.
Well, I think if you're in the right emotion, no.
Okay, well then it was great because I was right there with him.
Yeah, if the emotion is concern, then, that's one thing. If your emotion goes from concern to desperation, that's going too far.
Okay. Then I was right there with you.
If your emotion is happiness, but if you go from happiness to wild over-the-top excitement, that's going too far. It's whatever emotion you use.
Yeah.
But yeah, my only thing is if you really want to go for like the top-notch read for this one, my ear wants to hear more of a space in between those questions. Let each one of those sort of sink into your listener.
What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
All right. What did you think of that read?
I liked something different. I like the way you said that.
I'm not really into method acting, but I did use a method tool just then because I have two college-bound daughters. So, you know, I kind of came at this as a father. So,
Well, I think I was the emotion that you're pulling me into. I mean, I think it was a good read, but I'm going, oh, this poor guy. Man, this guy. Then you're like, I'll be able to tell her something different. And I was like, oh, yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, no, that was a good solid read. Wow, this is a short script. We might have to pull this one up for next week. Make it easy on you. Yeah, see if we get more people in. All right. Is there anybody else other than me in here? Again, I don't have the screen in front of me.
No, just you.
Just me. Okay.
Nobody here but us chickens.
All right. Well, I guess that means that it's my turn. What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, despite her pickup, what do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different. And scene?
That last line kind of kept the somber tone.
Okay.
I mean, it sounded a little bit more upbeat, but it still kind of sounded a little bit more, it sounded a little less enthusiastic, you know?
The hopeful didn't stand out in that sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the rest of it, again, I was with.
All right. Let me try to be a bit more hopeful on that one.
Yeah. Remember, you are a dad in this. And
all right. What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
yeah, that went a little more upbeat.
A little more?
Yeah.
Was that enough?
Yeah. I think it was
the right emotional range for your ear?
I think the pivot point was, or maybe, you know, because it's like I was telling Brent, it's like it's that it just dawned on him, or maybe, and then the smile's coming up as you're saying maybe.
Okay.
Like when you turn your head and actually see that example of you have in your head.
Man. Yeah, I was trying to go for that. I was trying to go for, like, you know, the subtle but still positive reveal of, you know, what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's hot in here. Sorry, forgive the background noise. I just need some air.
I know, I do understand. In spite of the fact that I have the bottom half of my booth ventilated, my ankles can feel it, but my upper half does not.
Yeah. But anyway, so was that right kind of emotional range for this? Was that the
Yeah, it sounded right, you know. It's that pivot point, I think, is right there at that or maybe. When you hit or maybe, and that's when it has to start coming up, because it's like, as you're saying, when you say or maybe, you've just seen something that can be an encouragement to your kid, instead of, oh my God, there's so much wrong with this world. How am I going to break this to my kid that they may not be able to succeed? And then all of a sudden you're seeing, there it is. There is that encouragement. There's what she needs. That's that thing. And
would you agree that something different is the key word in the end of this? Because they're trying to. I just realized, I heard y'all say it, but I just realized that this is a car commercial.
Yeah.
Because it's cut off on the top of just how I have it on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even realize this was an Audi commercial.
Yeah, definitely a television spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So something different. To me, it feels like that would be where you're saying you're happy about. That's where your happiness comes out in the something different.
Yeah, because the something different is underpinning whatever video they have on the screen, whatever image they put up there, and basically letting the viewer know that, we're telling them, look at this, because this is that something different.
And Michael, we just like hearing you repeat this over and over. The rest of it is really, you know what I keep getting reminded of is I have a particular set of skills. So keep reading, please. That's good.
Does that mean that you want me to do it one more time?
Do you have an Irish accent?
An Irish accent.
I don't know. Whatever he is, I don't know.
He's American, and he's that's
What's he
Liam
trying
Neeson.
to?
Liam Neeson. Yeah.
What?
Liam Neeson in a particular set of skills. Yeah, that's Liam Neeson in Taken, right? Yeah, he's totally.
I know. Is he American?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's in a foreign country for the movie, but yes, he is American.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was trying to do a voice.
No, that's just the quality of Liam Neeson's voice.
Okay, fine. I'm not making fun of Liam Neeson by any means.
No, because he might hunt you down.
I know.
If you keep it up, I'll hunt you down and I'll find you. If I sharpen that too much, it's Sir Patrick Stewart.
All right, so does that mean another take from me?
Please.
Yes, give it one more go.
Let's do this. A little more something different on something different. Got it. What do I tell my daughter? How do I begin to explain? Do I tell her that despite her education, that despite her skills, her intelligence, and her drive, she will automatically be judged as somehow less than every man she ever meets? Or maybe I'll be able to tell her something different.
That was the money read right there.
Bravo, yes. Like it.
Yeah, because you came out, you came out completely out of the act of hush and changed it up for that line.
Okay.
And nice use of active hush too.
Yeah, that I'm still trying to work in properly into my reads.
Well, keep working with Nancy. You'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got another one coming up this coming month, so moving right along. But anyway, so that's it. Nobody else joined in the meantime. We don't have anybody else. Everybody's gone.
No, it's been a relatively light group tonight.
Yeah, this is a short mic check.
It's been us four and no more.
All right. Well, hey, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, let us know what you think of this script. Let us know what you thought of the reads. Let us know if there's another script that you'd like to hear. Let us know whatever you'd like. We don't care. We're fine with it. And to everybody who's been here, thank you very much. And we will see you all next week.
Bye now.
Bye.